what are the traits of successful where you say that kid's got it? He, we're still going to help him, guide him.
Sure.
But he has it. And I don't know if this comes from, students that come from wealthy families or not wealthy families. What do you see there? I think that's an important thing to focus on. And how, if they don't have it, how do you get it? Can you get it?
Well, I think that first and foremost at Avon, I think teaching boys to be good men is really important. Respect in this world is sort of gone away, and it's really difficult. So that's number one priority, right? We actually changed the mission statement that we're gonna develop boys into good men of strong moral character with conviction. We talk about that all the time. Most kids don't have it right off the bat.
Okay.
Most of them, it takes some time. It takes some mentorship. Like nobody's going to figure it out all by themselves in this world, and you got to have people that you can trust. And Avon provides a lot of that.
Yeah.
But the people that are going to be successful are the ones that are going to get in that healthy routine that you talk about, buy into the program, right? They're going to listen and going to take advantage of the knowledge and wisdom around them. But really, the people that have the interpersonal skills and know how to relate to each other are people that are going to be successful.
Okay.
And in today's world, it's really hard because we're almost antisocial with the phones, and actually they're a necessary part of all of our lives. There's no doubt about it. But teaching our boys how to use them appropriately is really important. Teaching them that we're not going to walk around with our head down. We're going to keep our head up, and we're going to say hello to people.
Yeah.
And we're going to shake somebody's hand. We're going to look them in the eye, ask them if they need help. Those are learned sort of skills that we taught when you were there.
Yep.
Right. And we still do it to this day. But the kids that are going to be successful are the ones that are going to grind. They do hard things, right? They get up when everybody else is still in bed.
Yeah.
Right? They're going to the weight room early.
Yep.
And they're going to just find their passion, and they're going to work towards it. And it happens at different times for different kids. But you always have a feeling when they graduate and walk across the stage, like, that kid's gonna do some really great things for humanity and in this world.
Do you think does financial background have anything to do with that? So it's just, you can see when they're there, whether they come from a wealthy family, not so wealthy family. Is it, do we just put that on the side when they're there, or is there a trend there, or is it just like, is there anything parents can do now, with young men or young boys to make sure, like, how do you become a grinder? How do you become, like, is it able to, can you learn it?
Yeah, I do. I think there's a lot of things that you can do. I think it's a really tough time to be a parent right now, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
You're going through it,
absolutely.
And it's going to get actually more difficult as they get older. But I think, having the kids be able to self-advocate for themselves, to deal with their problems. I mean, we used to call them helicopter parents, right?
Yeah.
When you were there. Now they're called snowplow parents. They don't want their kids to struggle at all.
Yeah.
But it's the struggle that's important. It's the struggle that allows kids to grind and to get up and be resilient. Like those are really important skills.
Yeah.
Like if you weren't a resilient person, you probably wouldn't be selling the houses that you're selling right now.
Not a chance.
Right?
Yeah.
And the problem today is, like, people are afraid to fail.
Yeah.
Again, going back to my leadership class, we spend a lot of time conquering fear of failure. It's okay to fail. You're supposed to when you're a young man. But if you never get the opportunity, then you don't take that risk. You don't take that step. You don't work that extra hard, do that extra set that you maybe should do. And so parents need to let their kids go through that process, and I think that's sort of lacking. It's okay if they get a 65 on a test. That means they're going to work harder the next time. Yeah. Don't call the teacher and say, my son, needs extra time, whatever it is.
Yeah.
Like, let your son go talk to the teacher.
Yep.
Let your son figure it out.
Yeah.
Because if you don't allow them to figure it out, they're never going to be able to do that. They're going to rely on that.
Yep.
And at the end of the day, that's not what we want. We want to teach kids to be resilient. We want them to get knocked down and get back up, right? And to me, that's the hardest part with the technology is they can reach out to parents like that, right? And if something's not going their way, And it's hard as a parent when your son or daughter calls you and you tell them, well, okay, that's great. What are you going to do about it?
Yeah.
Instead of trying to go fix the problem.
Yeah.
Right? That's sort of the parental part of it.
Yeah.
But think about it. When you were at Avon, there were 2 phones in the whole dorm. Like you weren't calling your parents when you finally got it.
No,
and that was part of why it was so successful.
Totally.
And I tell parents when they come to Avon, don't look at their grades every day. Let us deal with it. And then when they do call home, just ask them how they're doing and, get the information. But then if there's some struggles there, ask them how they're going to solve the problem.
Amazing.
Right? Let them solve their own problems. Because at some point, when they go to college, the dean of students isn't going to answer your phone call, when Johnny's struggling.
No.
Johnny's going to have to figure it out.
Yeah.
Right. And that's really important. And then also to do hard things. Like let your kids have summer jobs, back growth, do some tough things, because those skills will stay with you your whole life. Like, I look back at my own personal sort of growth and like doing the painting and cleaning the dorms when I was in prep school and doing it when everybody else went away only helped me get ahead of everybody else.
Same with me.
Yeah.
Yeah. I wouldn't change it for the world.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Yeah.
Absolutely.
So, well, I could keep you here all day. I can't thank you enough. And like I said, your impact on me personally and Avon's has been so tremendous. And not just me, every one of my friends. Mm. And we stay in such close contact, as you know,
right,
with every one of our friends. So it's not just me, it's thousands of graduates of Avon Farms. So I can't thank you enough, and we're going to do it again.
Yeah, this was awesome. I really appreciate you having me on, and look forward to coming back to South Florida soon.
I'm just happy you're not yelling at me.
Well, that'll be when you come up for the alumni hockey game. We're going to go on the bench and coach you again.
Yeah, exactly. All right. Thank you very much.
Thanks, Nick.
Thanks for watching the episode. If you like the content we're providing, make sure you click the link on the side for more interesting episodes like this.